I think the publisher videos have done a pretty good job for most of Chapter 2. However, I wanted to go ahead and expound just a little bit upon normal balances. They use about 5 slides or so to explain normal balances. I'm going to condense it a little bit. I have a T account right here, and we're going to show this normal balance. What is a normal balance? Anything on the left is going to have a normal debit balance. The only thing that debit inherently means, let me put debit here, is left. Debit is left, okay? And the only thing credit inherently means is right. So everything on the right side has a normal credit balance. Everything on the left side has a normal debit balance. Okay, so what are these accounts? AED, LRC. So the ones on the left here, let me put this, got assets, expenses, drawing, let me see if I can type, drawing, liabilities, revenue, and capital. Okay, so this is the left side, AED, the right side, liabilities, revenue, and capital. Normal debits, normal credits. Now, you can look on the internet and find lots of goofy mnemonics or different ways to help you memorize it. One of the more common ones is after eating dinner. Let's read the comics. After eating dinner, let's read comics. Okay, that just helps us memorize the AED LRC. After eating dinner, let's read the comics. Okay, now once you memorize the normal balance of something, then that also tells you how you increase it. Okay, so if I want to increase something with a normal debit balance, such as an asset, I have to debit that asset. If I want to increase an expense, I have to debit that asset. If I want to increase the drawing account, I have to debit the drawing account. If I want to increase a liability, I credit that account. If I want to increase revenues or capitals, I have to credit that account. Now, once you understand how you increase an account, then you can do the opposite to decrease. Okay, so if an asset, an asset has a normal debit balance, so I'm going to debit it to increase it, but if I want to decrease it, I'm going to credit my asset. Typically, you're not going to decrease your expenses or drawing. Liabilities, you're going to increase it with a credit. So as you incur additional liabilities, those are credits. But if you are going to decrease it, then you would give it a debit to decrease that liability. Okay, and usually you're not debiting your revenues and capital either. Okay, so you need to learn the normal balances. Once you learn the normal balance, that tells you what you have to do to increase your account. And of course, you do exactly the opposite to decrease your account. Okay, I'm going to pause this here, and we're going to start practicing this on the next part, but I'm using a free version of my screen capture, and it's only going to do 5 minutes at a time. So I'd rather stop this right here, and then we'll pick up again in just a second.